So today is the first day of 2021. First trading day of 2021. Just gonna mute this here. And so today actually has been a huge sell-off day so far. One of the worst sell-offs for an opening day of a year, opening trading day of a year since 1932. 1932, we know that was the Great Depression. And, there are some similarities to what's going on now, but not completely similar. However, it is something to watch over the next few days, whether the sell-off is going to continue or if it was just a sell-off related to tax purposes that will be deferred until a future year, whether it's to do with the vaccine news that came out today, but the long-term usefulness of the vaccine, whether it was the UK shutdown, that the country is going into lockdown. So there's a lot going on today. What's the cause of the sell-off is not always indicated right off the bat, and sometimes that needs to come to fruition over a few days. So we will see how that plays out. In terms of my day today, it was a green day. It was a good day overall. I was actually up over $1,000, just over $1,000 before I took my last trade. I took my last trade on a name here, BTBT. So I had been holding a trend line here, this trend line, speed line, and pushed higher, making higher lows, and started to break out after there was a huge seller listed on the level 2 up here. It was, a really big order that the stock was struggling to break through. It finally broke through that, had a pretty decent surge in volume. We can see that here. I went long over the $0.50, thinking that this would continue its move higher after breaking the seller, after breaking over the VWAP, after some consolidation. So I thought that was, a decent looking move. I wasn't really going to trade again, but I saw this moving up. 29.50 area was on watch for me, and then boom, it just got destroyed. Largest red candle on the 5-minute of the day. So that was unfortunate. I gave back $250 on that trade. But with that said, overall, BTBT, I made some money on the way up a couple of times, not capitalizing on the full amount of the move. We talked about that. I'm more of a breakout trader, so I did catch some of it. Any other names that I was trading? I tried to trade NIO a few times. I don't really like NIO the way it trades. I was watching it for a breakout over this point of 51.50. It broke out before I was able to get in, and then continued higher after a pullback. So I was looking to get in here, but then it started to pull back, and then it continued higher. And like I said, NIO is very choppy. It's not conducive to a clean pattern breakout, which is what I like to trade. And so that may have worked, but wasn't a profitable winner. We had AI. I wanted to short this. Didn't get filled twice on the stock. Now this is annoying because you can see SSR here, right? This is for QS. Now on AI, you see here, there's no SSR, but apparently it is on short sale restriction. Short sale restriction means that you can only short on an uptick. So as the price is going up, you can short it to go down. So this is, one thing about Trade Zero is like they'll go through a period of time where there's no issues with their platform, and then multiple issues come up. And so we know the issue with the platform the other day caused me a huge loss. And this one forced me to not get filled because there was no indicator showing this is on short sale restriction. I mean, if I had really thought about it, I could have been like, yeah, there's a good potential this is on short sale restriction because of the amount it's down. But there was no indication of that. So, I'm trying to get filled, and, it just drops, tanks out the gate, and I'm not filled. And then I try to get filled here as well. I just drop down, no fill, and that's a huge move, right? From 130 to 120, 121. So, that's unfortunate and frustrating again. And, clearly I've made mention of TradeZero's issues. Normally their platform is okay and their customer service is the issue, but the platform has been the issue the past week. So we'll see how this transpires. If I keep getting issues, then I may have to figure something else out, right? Because if I can't trade without any problems occurring, then like I said before, making money is hard enough in the market, and managing your strategy is hard enough. Then on top of that, having to deal with platform can just make it near impossible. So I'm gonna have to keep watching that. There's no reason that there's no indicator. The only reason I found out this was on short sale restriction was because I asked some other traders at other brokerages, and yes, it was on SSR. So it's the only reason I can see why I didn't get filled. I took a short on XPEV. So I was breaking down a bit, took a short to the downside. You can see it reversed from high day all the way down to low day, showing the volatility in this name. Probably could have gotten more out of it. I shorted it down here, break of 46.50. You can see that it's made a lower high, right? And so it's curling downwards. I took the short there. I shorted it to the VWAP and ended up going below the VWAP. Again, could have held it for a longer move, more profit. Didn't do that. That's okay. So, I talked about how it's important just to focus on the wins. And, so today we're above the daily goal that I had mentioned. Just kind of chopping away at, the progress not being perfect. And, it's another day in the books. We'll come back to it tomorrow and look to continue to chip away at, the issue that we had the week with the larger loss. So continue to work on that. And like I said, it's day by day, week by week.